In this video, I'll show you how to create this trippy thermal look for your music videos inside of Adobe After Effects. I considered making this tutorial after seeing this MGK and Trippy Red music video. The director cuts into several scenes with this thermal effect, and most of the other scenes in this music video have this mixed media look into it, which I think they've been done with FedPills plugin. But I want to show you how to create these in After Effects without any plugins. But overall, you can see these effects being used a little bit more consistently, and I'll show you how to do exactly that. Starting on After Effects, I have the clips from the same music video. Start by duplicating so that you can always come back. Go to your effects, start by adding the unsharp mask, and the trick here is to just increase the radius and the amount. So we'll get the amount up to around 150, the radius up to 12, anything that can give us some consistent contrast on our image. Next, I will add colorama, drag and drop, go to the output cycle. This is the one that we'll be dealing with. Before tweaking anything within colorama, it's important if we understand what constitutes a thermal color palette. If you go to colorhex.com, search thermal, you'll find that the thermal color palette looks like this: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, in this order kind of. And with the understanding of the colors that constitute a thermal palette, I think we can continue working on this. Make sure you haven't selected on any preset and that it's on none. As you can observe, the colors on the northeastern hemisphere of this palette, they cover the shadows. So if I disable this clip, here are the shadows, and those are the colors that are being displaced over here. So this already looks good. We can use it as it is. I however think that there is room for improvement and ways that you can modify this. From our reference video, which is the Trippy Red video, you can see the blue is predominantly the background color of the video. So to make this happen, come back to your colorama, click on interpolate palette to deselect that option, and now we can swap these colors. I'll have red come to blue and blue go to red, and we need to make sure the arrangement goes in the normal procedure. If we've brought red over here, we need to make sure yellow comes next to it. So we'll swap yellow with the cyan, and then the green can come after. So this shouldn't look weird at all, since we're going from blue, green, yellow, red, like that. So this can work as it is. If I re-enable this option, we can now see our palette and how it's shaping up. We can now tweak these colors and modify them, put them closer to each other to get a specific look if you have one. Now I'd like the blue to predominantly be behind, so I'll bring it on this right hand side, and then I can also drop the green, and this is now looking good. And now I think we have something solid going on. One of the settings that you can change is the cycle repetitions. Currently it's at 1. If I put 0.8, it should refine the look even a bit more. As it stands, I'm currently happy with my selection. Just try to make sure your colors are in the right order and placement for this to make sense. Next, we'll just modify this a little bit. Go to your effects, add a curves, try to make the shadows darker, and the midtones could also have the same thing. Without the curves, with the curves. The goal here is to suppress the shadows and the midtones. This looks perfect. I think you can also go ahead with this look as it is. I just have some bonus effects that I think would make more sense. To finish this off, I would recommend adding a vignette. It should be able to add a layer of depth into the video such that it's not just bright everywhere. Tweak around your settings for the vignette in case you don't like it as it is. And I think with those few steps, we have a complete thermal look. As I keep saying, you can always come back to your colorama, probably shift your color channels maybe to the right, the reds and the yellows, so that you have more of these reds on the subject that kind of indicate a thermal look. So keep tweaking your colors and find what works best for you, but most importantly, make sure you follow this palette that I showed you. And that's the easiest way to create this thermal effect. I hope you did enjoy this one as much as I did. Once again, feel free to visit my digital store at dannyjames.co for preset packs and lights to level up your visuals. My name is Danny James. See you guys on the next tutorial.